Hello everyone, welcome back to channel Global Online. So in this session I will be explaining you what is BOP, the balance of payment, very important chapter. So if you are preparing for the upcoming December attempt of NTA UGC NET, right, uh, from commerce and management background paper 2, this chapter is very important because your unit, that is business environment and international business unit, is the most scoring unit, correct? So in which the BOP is the very important chapter. So I will be explaining you what is BOP, current account, capital account, BOP equation, how it is calculated, that all things I will be discussing in this session. Okay, so each and every students who are preparing for upcoming NTA UGC NET examination, watch this video till the end. Clear? First thing you need to understand what is BOP. What is balance of payment? Okay, so balance of payment, that is BOP, is a systematic record of all economic transactions. Understanding all the economic transactions between the country and the rest of the world over a period. So if one country is having transactions, economical transactions with other countries, all the expenses, all the incomes, okay, will be calculated, and whatever the reserves will be available remaining, those will be your balance of payment. Okay, I'll explain you how it is calculated. First thing you need to understand what is this for, right? Why the balance of payment is important. Understanding. So basically, time frame in which the balance of payment is calculated is every 1 year. Every one financial year, BOP is calculated. And how it is reflected? Economic strength, trade relationship, foreign reserves. So when you calculate the BOP, then only you will be able to understand your economic strength of a country, your trade relations, whether you need to trade with that particular country or not. Right? How much foreign reserves do you have? Understanding? So that is why BOP is really very important. Okay, BOP is what? BOP actually the reserves that you have, okay, in your country, the expenses, how much expenses you have done, how much income you have gained, everything will be calculated, correct? Now, components of BOP, most important. One, there is a current account. One, there is a capital account, the most important accounts. Okay, in the current accounts we have goods, that is called visible trade. The trade you have done with the another country with the physical goods, those will be calculated. Then it will be calculated invisible. What is it? This is services, which is not a physical good, but the services that you have provided, you have gained, everything will be calculated in the current account, okay, throughout the year. Then income, in terms of dividend, interest, you have income, that is also calculated. And then lastly, current transfer, right? Remittance and aid will be calculated. So combinedly, these all will be called as current account, correct? Then we have capital account. All the capital transfers will be measured. Then non-financial, non-productive assets or non-produced assets, okay, in example patent and all the things will be calculated in the capital account, correct? Then we have current account, and then we have capital account, correct? Then we have to calculate the financial account, your all FDIs, correct? Your all portfolio investments, your external borrowing or loans if you have taken. Okay, if you have taken any money from the other banks which is not in your country, from the international market, monetary market, you have uh, borrowed or taken loan something, that will be calculated in your financial account. Clear? So all the financial terms in terms of FDI, portfolio investment, loans, borrowing, all finance will be calculated in financial accounts, correct? Then we have errors and omissions, all calculations after the all measurements and calculations, if there is a errors and omissions, that will be measured, okay, that will be adjusted, correct? Any error if you have found after the audit and all, that will be adjusted, correct? But after all the three accounts are calculated only, then we have official reserve account managed by the central banks. Understanding? This is very important. And foreign exchange, gold, SDRs, those all things will be calculated, correct? And combinedly then you will have the BOP. First current account plus capital account, financial account, then you will calculate the errors and emissions. Okay, then you have reserves. What is it? You have reserves. That is how you can calculate the BOP. So if you are preparing for the upcoming NTA UGC NET examination from management and commerce background, we have come up with the right preparation strategy for you, in which the experts will guide you, will give you right direction how you will crack this examination, even if you are preparing for the first time for this examination. Okay, in this complete course we are providing you the complete video lectures in which your all concepts of paper 2 will be covered. Then you will be provided with the syllabus, full syllabus notes. All the 10 units of your paper 2 will be covered in that. Okay, you can also read those notes when you are traveling or whenever you want to. If you have notebook, if you have uh, notepad, mobile phone, tablet, laptop, wherever you can have access to those. Mock tests will be provided to you, so you will practice more and more, and then your confidence will build more. Okay, and you will be able to answer the tricky questions, moderate to hard level questions, any questions. PYQs will be provided with the right explanation of it, so you will understand the examination pattern, from which topics the more questions are coming out, and what is the exact right answer and why. All the explanation will be provided. Doubt clearing sessions will be there, in which you can ask the questions to your experts. Experts will guide you and you will prepare better. Marathon sessions also will be there. Okay, so this is complete course for your upcoming NTA UGC NET examination if you are preparing for the December attempt. Okay, what you need to do, just join the course. To join the course you have to message on this number. Just WhatsApp your what we can say, just write a message on a WhatsApp number or give a missed call on a WhatsApp number. You will be guided. Okay, and start your preparation from today. You will be totally completely ready for the examination till the exam, right? Okay, so next thing, BOP always balances in accounting terms. So whatever the reserves or whatever the balance we have after the calculation, we have it in a surplus or deficit. Surplus, that means forex reserves are increased. If your reserves are more, that is called surplus. If your reserves are lower, then it is called deficit. Understanding? So whether it will be surplus or maybe deficit. If forex reserves are decreasing, that is deficit. If increases, surplus. For example, uh, just for say, it is not that exact amount, but for say, if you have $100, right, previously, if it is increased to the $200, that means you have surplus. If it is reduced to the $90 or something else, then it is called deficit. Clear? Why BOP is important? Because it is helping the country to understand the country's economic health. You will have reserves. If it is increased, you will call it surplus. If it is decreased, you will call it deficit. Okay, so you will able to know whether the country is growing or not. You will be able to know how much expenses you have done. You will be able to know the financial condition of the country. Everything will be calculated in BOP. So basically, if your country is calculating the BOP, that means it is calculating the overall financial condition of the country. What balance you have in your country, whether you will survive or not, everything will be measured, and the country will understand what is the exact economic health of country. Understanding? Then designing monetary and fiscal policies, right? If you need any monetary help, if you need anything which will increase your reserves and all, it will help you to increase your reserves. So that will be measured only after calculating the BOP. Because if you need or not, that is depending on how much you have. Getting it? So first thing, you need to calculate how much you have, how much you don't have. Then you will be able to come to that point that we need something or not. Clear? So after calculating the BOP, it will be able to uh, design the monetary and fiscal policies, correct? So if any changes or any what we can say modification in the policies, if you want to need, if you want to do, then it will be helpful that BOP will help us to modify those, correct? Managing exchange rates, correct? BOP will also help you to manage your exchange rates, correct? Attracting foreign investments. If your BOP is good, it is a positive, it is in surplus, correct? Your financial condition is good, your current account, capital account, everything is in positive way, then FDIs will be attracted to your country. More FDI, the more financial condition will be better, right? Persistent deficit, weak currency, or inflation will face. That country will face the inflation or weak currency. Okay, if the deficit is persistent. Surplus, currency appreciation, economic growth. Obviously, surplus, if you have surplus in your country, that will be strengthening your economic condition. Your currency will be appreciated. Understanding? Your rupees will be appreciated. If our Indian BOP is in surplus, then rupees will be appreciated. Correct? So this is what your BOP is, and these are the important points only about the BOP, okay, that you need to understand for the upcoming examination. Correct? Remember the point I have discussed with you if you are preparing for the December 2025 attempt. Okay, I have discussed you that we have a complete course for your preparation. Just start your preparation today.